The New York Football Giants, guys, might be the most slept on team, and I'm going to plant my flag on that right now. I'm going to pound my chest and say the New York Football Giants are the real deal. Last season, I said they're going to shock some people, and I know what you're thinking, but they only won 4 games. Yeah, I know they won, but in that process, they shocked a lot of people because that season wasn't about the record. That season was about emergent. It was about people coming forward and saying, we here, baby. Jackson Dart became a household name. Cam Scatterbo became a default RB1. And a lot of people that will tell you that was the best rookie class of 5 NFL draft in the New York Football Giants. And you can add this offseason to the foundation as well, because the Giants are quietly building a team that nobody wants to see this NFL season. Let's start with the identity that is happening in New York right now. The front 7 is the best in football on the defensive side of the ball. Not only on paper, not only in talent, but on the field capabilities. You got sexy Dexter Lawrence in the middle. You got Brian Burns coming off the edge. You got Abdul Carter. You've got Thibodeau. Guys, this is a nightmare rotation when it's clicking, and this season it is going to be clicking non-stop. Now, don't get it twisted. The defense was ranked near the bottom in nearly everything last season. I get it. They were, 28th in total defense. They were 26th in points allowed, 31st in run defense, 23rd in pass defense, 29th in red zone defense. They sucked. But here's the part that people ignore. A lot of those stats were because the Giants were playing from behind as a team. When you are down, the offense gets predictable, the defense gets stuck on the field, and the run defense gets worn down play after play after play. And the stats start screaming, bad team! If the Giants can play with leads, those numbers swing to a top 10 defense really, really fast. Now, let's get into the Giants offseason, because this is where the Giants went from interesting to hold up. What is going on in New York? They land what I'm calling the best free agent coach in all of NFL football, and that matters because the culture isn't a slogan, it's a weekly habit. And when you look at the additions, when they bring in Isaiah Likely, which is a huge move for Jackson Dart. That's a safety blanket. That's a mismatch piece. That's a guy you can move all over the formation. And let's not get about the best tight end that's nobody knows about, and Theo Johnson as well is on that team. And the real key is what it suggests about their offense. This team is going to run a lot of 12 personnel next season. Likely and Theo Johnson. What does that mean? It means more physical football. It means more play action football. It means more easy reads for Jackson Dart, more stress on the linebackers and safeties. That is how you protect a young quarterback. That is how you protect a young team and still take shots. They also signed Tremaine Edmonds. That's a leadership in the middle on the defensive side of the ball. That's a quarterback of the defense type of ad. Then the receiver warm. That receiver warm got a lot better. Yes, they still got Malik Neighbors. Yes, they still got Darius Slay, but then they just added Darnell Mooney. They added speed and outside depth next to Slayton, next to Malik Neighbors, and working back from that serious injury, he should be ready to go. Giants believe Neighbors will be trending back around training camp, but Mooney gives you an insurance and that real juice. Oh, by the way, they brought in Calvin Austin III as well, which gives you a slot option and returnability after losing Wan'Dale Robinson to the Tennessee Titans. And this list keeps going on and on and on. The Giants have been quietly making moves. Well, not quietly, they've been loudly making moves. They also added Greg Newsome, which is a classic bounce back bet at corner. Low risk and a lot of upside. The Giants are going to be the real deal. But let's talk about the part that decides how good they will be. It's not the front 7. That's already their strength. It's the offense. If Jackson Dart takes that year 2 leap, and if the Giants can run the ball with Cam while staying balanced, this team becomes annoying. This kind of team that turns games into trench fights and drags you into the deep water and drowns you before you know what happened. But there are a lot of what ifs, right? Can the Giants stay healthy, especially at receiver? What if they don't? Can Jackson Dart be consistent when defenses adjust, because the league always adjusts? Guys, this is why I am buying the Giants in 2026. That coaching gives them the structure. The front seven on the defense gives them the teeth and the grit that they want. And this offseason gave them depth, identity, and a simple plan. And when you combine all of that, you get a team that does not have to be perfect to win football games. Last year, they had to play perfect just to survive. This year, they're going to win ugly, and they're going to win a lot of games ugly. That's the difference between 4 wins and a real 12-win season here. Guys, I think the Giants are going to be way better than people think in 2026. I am calling 9 to 11 wins right now. I think they're a legitimate playoff threat if Jackson Dart stays steady and the team isn't thriving or living on the injury report. That's how high I am on this combo and the new identity and the front seven and the young offensive core. But Man Hour Nation, do you guys think the Giants are a playoff team in 2026? Yes or no?